Hello, everyone, and welcome to the class. This is David A. Cox with PCClassesOnline.com. We have a live audience tuning in today from all over the world, from the United States, Canada, Venezuela, from the Caribbean, all over the world. And today we're going to be talking about Instagram. Instagram is one of my favorite social networks. If you haven't been on Facebook or Twitter because you think it's too negative, then this is definitely the social network for you. Instagram's all about feeling good. It's about sharing photos and just it's a very refreshing change to some of the other social networks that are out there. I think really Instagram is for everyone, no matter what. If you appreciate good photography, if you like taking photos and sharing them with your friends, it's really wonderful. The other part I like is that it's so easy. This class was scheduled for an hour. I doubt we're actually going to even go that long. I think we're probably looking closer at half an hour, if that. So I'm going to be going over all the different aspects of Instagram, show you a few tricks, and hopefully have some fun in the process. So the first thing we're going to do, by the way, you are looking, in fact, at my phone right now. And as I say every time we teach a live class, when you end up seeing my phone, I am not responsible for the content that my friends post. So I've already checked it out and it all looks kosher, so I think we'll be okay. So Instagram, it's all about taking photos, and one of the big parts of Instagram is about making your photos look older than they actually are. It adds this little vintagey, if that's a word, vintagey effect to your photos that just kind of gives it that nostalgia that you wouldn't have with a really crystal clear, normal photo that you'd take. So I want to go over the social network, kind of how it works, and what the different buttons do. Starting with this button you see here all the way at the bottom left of the screen. This is just the home button. It's your news feed, the equivalent to the news feed, at least on Facebook. And this is where you're going to see everyone who you are friends with on Instagram, all the photos that they post. Now, I myself, for those of you who don't know me, if you're maybe watching this video on YouTube, I live at the very tip of Cape Cod, Massachusetts, so I'm into everything nautical. I love lighthouses, and so I follow a lot of people who shoot the same kind of photography. Also, one thing you'll pick up on over the course of this class, I actually own a aerial drone, which I use for good purposes. I'm not blowing anyone up, but I use it to photograph Cape Cod from a very unique perspective, and you'll see that pop up. So in case you're wondering, no, I don't own a jetpack. I don't own a helicopter. I just own a teeny tiny drone. So as I go through here, I can see all the photos that my friends have posted. Now let's say I see one that I really like and I want to show my appreciation to that friend. If you want to like a photo, all you have to do is double tap on the photo, and you'll see when I did that, a little heart appeared. The person who took the photo gets a little notification, and it's sort of just like you're saying to them, keep up the good work. So you can go through here. Obviously we have a whole bunch of different photos. You're definitely already starting to see a theme here probably. That's a friend of mine who's one of the co-stars on the television show Ghost Hunters, so he tends to share creepy photos like that. And so this is where you're going to see all of that kind of content. Now you'll also see here in the different posts that people can put comments, a way to go a little bit beyond just hitting the simple like button. So let's see if I can find one that I really, really like here. Okay, we'll go with that one there. That's kind of cute. So say I really want to give this person a shout out and say, I really appreciate your work. One way you can do that is if you scroll towards the bottom of any of these posts, you'll see here that there's also a like button here. It's the same thing as double tapping on the photo, but there's also a button here that says comment. So I can tap on that and I can say, great work. And that person just received that comment. You'll see my little name here, should any of you want to follow me. I really use Instagram just for fun. I don't take it seriously. I don't do it for business purposes. But my little name here is P-Town Drone Boy. P-Town is the shortcut name for Provincetown, which is where I live. So that's where you post your comments. You'll also see towards the right-hand side, we have these three little dots. When I tap on that, you'll see what those are. If anyone should ever have an inappropriate photo, there's no nudity allowed on Instagram. So for those of you who are looking for that, sorry about that, but you can report it as inappropriate. Also, you can connect into Instagram your Twitter account. So if you like Twitter, personally, I'm not really a fan. You can tweet out that person's photo. And you can also copy a URL. So that's just the website address of where that photo actually is going to live. And so if you want to share it on a different social network, like let's say Facebook, you can have a link where you can share that information. But that being said, if it's a photo that you are taking, there's actually an easier way to do that. We'll go over that in a little bit. For now, I'm going to hit cancel. Now, the next button you're going to see here, this right here looks, I think it looks a little bit like a compass, but and appropriately, that is the Explore button. So what's going to happen is it's going to kind of look at what you're doing and try to figure out what you might enjoy. And there's two different ways that you can search for content on Instagram. You can search by users, and you can search by hashtags. We'll go over what both of those are. Your search bar is up here at the very top of Instagram. I'm going to just tap into it real quick. And you'll see here we have two categories, users and hashtags. So for example, if you wanted to follow me and you knew my username on Instagram, PTownDroneBoy, you just type that in right here and you'd see my profile pop up. This is really only going to be useful, sorry, let me switch there. This is really only going to be useful if you know the exact profile name of the person you're trying to follow. So not a lot of people really use this because there are other ways to find your friends. And then over here on the right-hand side, we have hashtags. Hashtags on Instagram work basically the same way that they work on Twitter. A hashtag is represented by the pound symbol. So when I am posting a photo, I can attach certain keywords. And that's basically how you think of a hashtag. It's a keyword. So let's say I am a fan of lighthouses, and I want to see who else out there is a fan of lighthouses and is posting that kind of thing. I can search under hashtags, type in the word lighthouse, and then search, and you'll see here that the word lighthouse, singular, not plural, has 772,000 posts. I guess it's a pretty popular topic. And then there's some other versions of that, so lighthouses, plural, etc. But the most popular one is going to be the one at the top. So let's just tap on that. And here are people who have shot photos of lighthouses and added that hashtag to their images. So let's look at this one here, the very first one. Okay, beautiful shot. Looks like this person is probably from Sweden, judging by the other hashtags I see here. So I may like it, double tap. And if I really like this person, if I think, you know what, I'm going to like the content that this person posts, you see this person's name up here. Yep, it does say Sweden. See the person's name up right here at the top? She's going to probably hate me for putting this in the video. I can tap on her name. Oops, sorry. I misclicked. There we go. And if I want to follow her, you'll see here there's a little button that says plus follow. So I can add her to my followers. And I can see here she seems to be pretty popular. She has 757 followers. I don't have nearly that many, but like I said, I kind of very casually post. I don't take it that seriously. So that's how you can follow someone based on their likes.